soft on each other, and then Tank just fucking throws it right at Jake.
Jake can punch with that right hand. Like, I seen him, you know what I mean, up close in person. Like, dude is big. He's not as slow as people think he is, and he can punch.
An amazing fight, a masterclass by Crawford. He shocked me, and I'm highly impressed. And his skill level was just very superior. But
what happens when boxing's most technical genius walks into the gym of a man the sport still refuses to take seriously? That's exactly what just happened. Terence "Bud" Crawford, the undefeated pound-for-pound king who dismantled Canelo Alvarez and silenced generations of doubters, has officially joined forces with Jake Paul ahead of his upcoming showdown with Gervonta "Tank" Davis. This isn't just another celebrity training session or viral PR stunt. This is the most dominant boxer of this era, teaching the most unpredictable fighter in entertainment how to finish one of the hardest punchers in the world. And that's shaking up the entire boxing world.
Is Jake Paul boxing? I think that answer will shock a lot of people.
When footage surfaced of Terence Crawford stepping into Jake Paul's gym, fans didn't believe it at first. Cameras captured the two warming up side by side, Crawford correcting Jake's stance, adjusting his head movement, and drilling the same combinations that once destroyed champions.
Jake says he could get a cruiserweight title in 2 years. Do you think he can?
It's possible. It's possible. Listen, man, a lot of people write Jake off, but Jake can punch with that right hand. He got a nice right hand. Gained a lot of respect for Jake because he's not a YouTuber that's just boxing just to box. He actually trains and actually want to get better and actually have got better and really putting his time, focus, and energy into boxing. So you got to respect that.
For Jake Paul, this was bigger than just training. He wasn't just working with another coach. He was learning from the best boxer alive.
Thank you, GOAT, because you are the GOAT of this era. Terence "Bud" Crawford.
Crawford has built his entire career on precision, patience, and perfection. He's mastered the art of controlling distance, reading patterns, and dissecting opponents piece by piece. And now, all those tools, the same ones that humiliated Canelo Alvarez in a historic performance, are being passed down to Jake Paul. That's a big statement. It means Jake isn't taking this fight lightly. He knows Tank Davis is fast, explosive, and dangerous. But he also knows that no matter how sharp Tank's power looks at 135 pounds, it means nothing when you're facing someone who walks around at nearly 200. Jake Paul understands that, and training with Crawford proves it. He's preparing for the fight like a real boxer. For Jake, this partnership is validation. For years, he's been called a joke, a YouTuber, a fraud in gloves.
Is the burnt bridge with my brother unfixable?
I don't hate your brother. You guys need to fight guys your same size. When you fought Floyd, you are massive. He did hit you with a fucking bomb, and you fucking ate it. He's gonna fight Gervonta Davis.
Who do you got?
Gervonta, I think, hits way harder than Floyd, but he's too small. Your brother's gonna be able to get inside on him, put his weight on him, tie him up.
I hear your critique on fighting guys the same size as you. Is that why you guys wouldn't let me fight Conor?
Yeah, you're fucking huge. Conor weighs 145 pounds, 155 pounds.
Yeah, but he says he can beat me.
But with Terence Crawford in his camp, that narrative changes. He's finally earning respect, or at least forcing people to take him seriously, because Crawford doesn't waste time. He doesn't show up for clout. If he's in the gym, it's for a reason.
Jake Paul fought with Tyron Woodley twice, big numbers. Jake Paul fought against Tommy Fury, big numbers. Jake Paul, who I believe and I have told you guys this time and time again, he's much better than people give him credit for. One, Jake Paul is not an amateur fighter, like some try to say. Jake Paul has money, so Jake Paul is getting trained by the best boxing coaches that money can.
This isn't about power anymore. It's about strategy. And if anyone can help Jake Paul fight smart, it's the man who made Canelo Alvarez look like an amateur.
Terence Crawford had the ability to fight backwards and stay composed, good defense, hands was always up, countering everything that Canelo was throwing at him. He was just a little more active fight. Canelo did hit him to the body, but it was pretty much all Terence Crawford.
I think some of what we saw from Canelo is what he has to resort to now to fight. Maybe he's dealt with some injuries to where he's not as mobile. It's just the pattern that he's put himself in for the last, 6 to 8 fights. That same pattern is why Bivol was able to get him.
He did not allow Canelo to get inside, man. As soon as Canelo would get into that certain range, you would jab him. We didn't see any like lateral moves where he would throw, push off to the side as we used to see Canelo Alvarez.
Canelo was almost smothering his shot because he couldn't stay at range with him. And Terence Crawford runs off counter combinations. It would be a wider margin if they fought again.
But here's the question everyone's asking. Why? Why would a legend like Terence Crawford help a YouTuber turned boxer take down one of the sport's top stars? The answer is simple: bad blood. Crawford's history with Gervonta Davis runs deep and ugly.
If Tank get to pick his opponent, he would do it. But Tank would never come from 35 to 54.
Y'all got into it on social media around that time. Y'all was doing the back and forth shit. Is that just you being competitive, like when that happens, or is it like...
I just really don't like that dude. You know?
Why though?
Cause I just don't like him. Like I really don't like him. I don't like.
Just not your cup of tea. That's just not your.
Yeah, I don't like nothing about him. You know, I don't like nothing about him. I just felt like, you know, he just one of these little arrogant little dudes that's, you know, using what he got to shield him. You know, like he got a lot of security guards around him, and he know. You know what I mean? He in the limelight and stuff like that, but in certain situations, he wouldn't be acting like that.
It all started when Tank claimed he could move up in weight and knock Crawford out. It sounded bold, but it sparked a rivalry that never cooled down. Crawford brushed it off at first, saying Tank would never dare step up. But Tank kept going, taking shots online, mocking Crawford's resume, and calling him overrated.
How you feel about that fight? Is it even possible at a catch weight?
No, ain't no catch weight. You come up to 47.
You're not even entertaining the catch weight.
No, I'm not.
He's a champ though too, undefeated.
And what champ? Come on, man, tell me what belt. You know boxing. You forgot Devin Haney is undisputed. Devin Haney got all the belts. He the champ. Nobody else the champ. I'm gonna come up here where the big boys at.
All right,
I'll welcome him.
Things turned ugly when Tank crossed a line that most fighters never do. He made personal remarks about Crawford's family. That's when everything changed. Crawford, who rarely shows emotion outside the ring, was furious. And that's when Floyd Mayweather stepped in, the same man who mentored Tank for years and publicly defended Crawford, saying family should never be touched in trash talk.
There was some kind of crazy trash talk with Gervonta and Terence Crawford recently. And one of the things that I've always kind of noticed is most of the time, one of the things that's kind of off limits is families. Like you usually don't, you know.
I know where you're going with this.
Yeah. And so I wanted to kind of understand what your thoughts was about like some of those comments that was made. I think it was about Terence's wife. What, like in your mind, where, because obviously, like, you know, you've been in this sport.
I think Terence Crawford right now in the sport of boxing is the pound for pound best fighter in the sport of boxing right now. It's good to see him in the position that he's in. I think he has a beautiful family. I think he has a beautiful wife, a beautiful queen, a black queen, and there's nothing better than a black woman in this world. That's just my opinion. We all entitled to our opinion. And
that betrayal from Floyd cut deep for Tank. It turned a rivalry into a war. So when Crawford saw Jake Paul, a much bigger fighter, preparing to face Tank, he saw an opportunity to settle a score without ever throwing a punch himself.
If we was to fight right now on the streets, I'll break your fucking neck. And that's on my kids. And you know it, I know it, and the whole world know it. And I'm not talking about no fighting in the ring. If me and you was to fight outside, I will break your neck.
Make no mistake, Terence Crawford isn't just training Jake Paul for fun. He's doing it with intent. He wants Jake to win. He wants Tank to fall, and he knows exactly how to make that happen.
Gervonta Davis speaking about you. Is that ever a possible fight?
Yeah, if he want to dare to be great, he can be like all the other fighters that moving up 2 weight classes and, you know, daring to be great.
You would fight him,
man. Tell him to come up there.
He got to come to win 54.
He said I got a glass chin, so tell him to come and touch it.
Wow, man. Gervonta said you got a glass.
He said I got a glass chin. Tell him to come and touch it.
At 147?
At 147. I'll make 147 for him.
Ooh, see, oh, man.
You're going to have a pre-camp.
Then what the people going to say? Oh, he's beating up on little guys.
I don't know.
See, Crawford is one of the few fighters who truly understands how dangerous a weight gap can be. He's fought up and down divisions, from lightweight to welterweight, and dominated every single one. So when he looks at Jake Paul, a natural cruiserweight, going up against a lightweight like Tank Davis, he sees physics on Jake's side.
If you do fight, what weight would it be at?
195. It would be an exhibition.
Okay, so it was going to be an exhibition, not sanctioned, but no restrictions. You can knock each other out and shit like that. It was going to be at a catch weight of 195 pounds, 10 rounds, 3 minutes. I've been trying to figure this out. Why was I a Tank hater for wanting to see Tank go up 5 pounds to get some smoke with like Teofimo Lopez or something? I just wanted to see him go up 5 pounds and fight Teofimo Lopez. And all of you were saying, you want Tank hurt, Showbiz. You a hater. You want him hurt. Then I'm convinced, okay, he's too small, but he can fight Jake at 195?
Jake's punches will carry real power. Tank's won't. That's the harsh truth Crawford's teaching him to weaponize. He's showing Jake how to stay calm under pressure, how to bait a smaller fighter into mistakes, and how to land that one clean counter that changes everything. Because at the end of the day, Jake doesn't have to win on points. He just needs one punch.
100%. He should beat Jake Paul, shouldn't he?
No, he shouldn't.
You don't think? Sorry. So, I thought we were all unanimous here. Do you think that
shouldn't?
You think Jake Paul beats Gervonta Davis?
70 pounds is 70 pounds.
Gervonta Davis is very small. 5'5".
He's tiny, bro.
5'5".
That's what I'm saying.
Jake Paul,
he's a little
6'1".
man.
If Jake Paul's tucking up,
move on,
and absorbing punishment and walking forward, then look, there's a weight advantage.
From the outside, casual fans see this as a fun crossover fight, the YouTuber versus the pro boxer. But the pros know better. This fight is dangerous for Tank.
Bro, that's a fucking disgrace of a fight.
Yeah.
You know it. Just like the Mike Tyson, low-key was a disgrace, but we accepted it. But
yeah,
he was 60 years old. I mean, the casuals don't see the weight difference. They see Jake Paul and Gervonta Davis.
Yeah.
And if Gervonta Davis doesn't fuck up Jake Paul, they're going to think Jake Paul is some pound-for-pound champion type of fighter.
Yeah.
Gervonta Davis, he's actually really small. Like, when I fought him, he's small.
Yeah.
So I just think it's a very unfair fight.
He's stepping up to a man who's nearly 60 pounds heavier. And sure, Tank's faster, sharper, more experienced, but that won't matter if Jake Paul lands clean. This is exactly what Crawford warned everyone about during the press conference weeks ago, that Tank Davis is risking everything by taking this fight.
Jake Paul, Tank Davis fight got moved to Miami.
I think Jake wins.
Jake's just so big, dude.
I think Jake wins.
This is different because it's similar. It's similar to Logan versus Mayweather, but Jake Paul now obviously is way more advanced than where Logan was at that moment in time.
I mean, it's just fucking sick.
I mean, yeah, no, but dude,
Did
Jake,
you ever watch his highlights?
Jake can crack, man.
He's so sick. I love that guy, bro.
And the more people watch Jake train with Crawford, the clearer that warning becomes, because Jake Paul isn't joking around anymore. He's watching tape, running drills, and training like he's the one protecting boxing's legacy, not Tank. Meanwhile, Tank's career is already in a shaky place. His draw with Lamont Roach left a stain on his record. He was supposed to dominate that fight, but Roach didn't just survive. He pushed Tank to the limit, even landing a knockdown that mysteriously wasn't counted.
Tank did that, so I know the got in his eye, but they should have counted it. They would have counted it, it would have went to Lamont Roach. What I didn't like about Tank, he was gassing up Lamont Roach way too much, and he was already talking about like retiring.
He seemed a little distracted, didn't he, in the fight?
That wasn't the same Gervonta Davis we're really used to seeing.
It just lets you know how corrupt like these governing bodies are, bro. If that dude took a knee, not only did he take a knee, he's like, hold on real quick. Let me get this out of my eye. How is that not a point? Like,
you know, funny thing, bro, that's why I cut my braids off. I had braids, and I had the same thing. I went through the same when I fought Andre, that burning my eye, so I cut that off.
The result? A controversial draw that felt more like a loss in the eyes of fans. Since then, Tank hasn't looked the same. He's been chasing easy money, not legacy. And now, against Jake Paul, he's walking straight into the biggest risk.
Tank Davis, Lamont Roach. I think we need to start with that one.
Yeah.
What transpired in that fight was astounding, because you have to remember Tank Davis was a 16-1 favorite going into this fight. Lamont Roach, while a WBA champion, was moving up from 130 pounds, and no one thought he had a chance. And the general demeanor of Tank Davis going into this fight was like, hey man, I'm kind of done with this. I got 3 fights left. I'm going to be done by the end of 2025. I don't really like this sport anymore. Kids, don't do this. Go into soccer. This ain't for you.
So what exactly is Jake learning from Crawford? Everything that makes Crawford special. Footwork, distance control, defensive awareness, the ability to read punches before they even land.
This is the situation, guys. No one has ever been a 4-division champion in boxing. Not a real one. Oh, Pacquiao won 8 and Oscar De La Hoya won 11 and this one won 15. No, I'm talking about Ring Magazine champ or lineal champ. You are the champion of that division.
Get them all.
Forever, the record was 3 by Henry Armstrong. Manny Pacquiao was the first dude to really win 4. Floyd gets credit for 4 for beating Canelo, but that wasn't at the junior middleweight limit. I don't count that. I don't count that. Terence Crawford just joined Manny Pacquiao as the only legit 4-division champion in the history of boxing. And he did it by jumping middle. He came lightweight, junior welter. Then he won a belt at junior middle, not the whole championship. And then skipped middle to fight Canelo Alvarez for the undisputed, for the Ring Magazine super middleweight championship of the world, and left no doubts, including with Canelo, who was all class after the fight but knew what had just happened.
Jake's training sessions now focus on patience, forcing Tank to overcommit, letting his emotions cloud his timing, and then countering with full power. Because as crazy as it sounds, Jake Paul doesn't need to match Tank's skill. He just needs to use his size and discipline, the 2 things Crawford mastered better than anyone.
Is he better than Floyd Mayweather?
To me, he is, because he challenges himself. So for me, don't get me wrong, Floyd ain't no bad fighter. Floyd is a hell of a sharp fighter, but I ain't gonna say a better fighter. I'm gonna say I just can appreciate it more because he challenges himself. You understand me? Floyd never challenged himself. So if you tell me who I want to see, Floyd or Terence, I want to see Terence, because Terence gonna challenge himself. Floyd may be a better fighter because Floyd is slick and Floyd really can fight. People, I don't underestimate Floyd's boxing ability. Floyd has great boxing ability. Floyd is one of the best ever, but Floyd just never challenged himself. So
Jake Paul's confidence right now is on a whole different level, and a big reason for that is Terence Crawford being in his corner. You could feel it at the press conferences. Usually, fighters think twice before disrespecting Gervonta Tank Davis, but Jake, he wasn't backing down for a second.
Yeah, just a lot of punching down, practicing, hitting below my knees, and a lot of speed.
He warming up.
We're sparring.
That's what we need.
We're sparring.
Warm up.
Some 8-year-olds. I got the 8-year-olds in there.
If I find out anything, I'm going to beat your ass and I'm going to beat Jaden Love ass. On my mama, I'm going to beat both of y'all ass.
And when things got physical at the face-off, when Tank shoved Jake, the internet exploded after Jake shoved him right back. That moment said everything. Jake Paul isn't just here to entertain, he's here to fight.
Who is the biggest star in boxing? Tank Davis. And joining the beats of the game is Miami resident hip-hop star influencer Ruby Rose. Hey, Nikki's right there. That's what I'm talking about. My man, move out the way. No. Jake Paul, Tank Davis. November 14th.
So that's all from today's video. If you enjoyed it, remember to leave a like, subscribe, and ring that bell icon so you never miss our upcoming videos. And don't forget to share your thoughts in the comments section. Stay tuned, and we will catch you in the next video.